Hi guys, let me quickly use this video to show us how to trade the signals. I will be using my demo account to avoid the errors I have made in the past. We are liable of making some errors while making video tutorials, and I wouldn't want to repeat such error using my live account. So now the next signal is going to be the first signal for today will be by 12:55. Now, look at the time here. This is UTC plus 1. UTC means GMT, the same thing with GMT. Okay, that is, this UTC plus 1 simply means Nigerian time. Okay, it means Nigerian time. So, and the signal I send to the group are all Nigerian time. That is why this marked here Nigerian time. Okay, and I said it is 10 minutes time frame, which means that you have to set your time from your IQ option to 5 minutes. Set the candle to 5 minutes. This is the place here you set it to 5 minutes. But you don't pick any trade whenever you see this week. You see this, you see all these long tails. Whenever you see it like that too much, you don't trade during that period. Whenever the signal says trade, and before you trade, you see a lot of these weeks, please don't trade. It's very important. Don't worry about the news release. This signal I'm sending to the group, it takes 60 minutes, that is 1 hour before the news, there will be no signal. 1 hour after the news, there will be no signal. So every signal I put to you, they are news safe. But you are to be the one to decide whether you are to take the signal or not. The fact that the signal is generated does not mean you must trade. So we have to be wise because of this candle formation. You have to skip the trade whenever you see the candle formation all these long weeks. But presently it is 12:44 and the next trade is going to be by 12:55. So we still have time. And because we are trading on NZUSD, you come to this plus sign. You click and you type NZUSD. Then click on it. Okay. So now I'm having NZUSD. Ensure when you are doing that, you're on the laptop and you are clicking on the binary. We have digital. You are not trading digital, you are trading binary. Okay. So now on 5 minutes time frame, we have to wait patiently. So I'm going to be explaining to you when to select our 5 minutes time frame, because already when you look at NZUSD, you will see you only have five. The minimum you can trade now is from 5 minutes and above. 5 minutes and above. So you don't have the 60 seconds trade there. Now let me give you an example of where you can have the 60 minutes Euro USD for now, because it changes. Look at when you see this like this, it means you can have from 60 seconds and above. But in this signal, we trade 5 minutes. We trade 5 minutes. It's very important for you to know that whenever the best one to trade is whenever you see these two here. When you click on it and you see this time here, you see under the profit plus 1, you see percentage, you see at least two percentages. That is when to actually, now take for instance now, we have the two percentages there. When you click on this time now, you will see this drop down here. And this is what we are actually looking at, this very one here. But let's see how this NZUSD will go through if you can actually trade on 5 minutes expiration as indicated. So I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to wait. So because I wanted to actually make a video on how to trade to select that time. But now let us assume, I want to do an assumption here. Let us assume that our first trade, Control C. Let's assume, I'm talking here, let's assume, because I want to teach you something here. Let's say this 1300. Let's say our next trade here is 1350. No, 1250. 1250. Let's assume our first trade here is 1250 so that I can explain this thing to you very well. And here it is 1247. So let us wait. Euro USD 1250 so that I'm going to be explaining to you. Now take a look at this. If it is 1250 is the trade, we are going to look at this time countdown here. We will look at the countdown here. Remember, before it reaches 1250, it's going to get to 1249, right? Is that so? So when it gets to 1249, it will not be reading seconds, Abi. When it gets to 1249, 30 seconds, it means it's remaining 30 seconds, Abi. So anytime your execution time is remaining 30 seconds, that is when you will come to this time and you will click, sorry, Euro USD. That is when you will come to this time. That is when you will come to this time and you will click here. Let me explain again. If the time you are to trade is 1250, if the time is 1250, whenever the time is 1249, then 30 seconds plus, you come here as it is now, you just click on it. I will be explaining to you better. So let's look at the time. Here is 1248, Abi. Let's wait until it is 1249. Then I will let you know, because we want to trade 5-minute expiration. When you click on this drop down, if you look at this is 60 seconds, this is 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You will see that this drop down here, there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one of it signify 1 minute. For us to have an accurate 5 minutes is what I'm trying to explain to you now. Good. Now look at the time now here. Look at this time. It's 1249. Remember our trade. Remember our trade is 1250. And now here is 1249. So look at these seconds. Once it gets to 30, anything from now, good. It is 30 something now. You will come here. There is choose this last time. Just finish. Click on this last time. That's done. Then immediately this last seconds now gets to 58. That is when you will trade the signal. So Euro USD put. Remember, this is an example. It is not. So I will just trade now. This time 5 minutes. Go back to your 5 minutes. The time can change at times, so you have to change it back. Remember, this is not the signal for today. Okay. Remember, our first signal is NZUSD at 1255. This is just a made-up signal because I wanted to use it to explain to you how to select your time on IQ option. Okay. If those of us that trade on Binary.com, once it is the same thing, just go to your Binary.com. Once that time is executing, just place your trade in Binary.com. Once it is that time on your work clock or on your computer, just set it on your Binary.com. It's easier. Just put in the 5 minutes expiration. But I don't like trading on Binary.com as such with this very signal, except if it is like 15 minutes and above. So, and let's just pause this video and wait actually for the first signal of the day and see if we'll be able to do this. Okay, now we know that our first signal for today is going to be 1255. So let's look at this candle that is forming now. This very candle that is forming now is very important on NZUSD. Look at the candle. Let me increase this zoom. Look at, you see a long long arrow here, make sure it is on 5 minutes time frame, please. So this will determine if we are going to trade or not. Look at long arrow. Look at long arrow. I am going to skip this trade, but if I were to trade it, look at what is happening now. It is already 12:54. It is what? 12:54. Once this time gets to 12:54:30 here, 30, I'm going to select my time here. So if it is 12:54, if you add 5 plus 12:50, if the trading is going to take place at 12:55, if you add 5 to it, it's going to be 13 a bit, that is 1 o'clock. If we are starting this trade by 12:55, 5 minutes to that time is 1 o'clock. That is it here. It's correct here. It means we don't need to change any time here. We can just trade directly. But because of this candle, the way this candle is, I will not be able to trade. And if I want to trade, I might lose the trade. Because we have, I made an, I said here, don't trade candles with wicks and tails preceding the signal. Okay, these are wicks. Wicks are this long stuff on every candle. We call them wicks. They are technical candles. Don't trade technical candles. So anytime you see me and I'm trying to like edit the trade, the signal, if it is wins or not. If it wins, I will put a tick mark. If it does not win, I will put X red. If I skip it, I might put technical candle, TC, technical candle. I will put skip. Why? Technical candle. TC. Hope you will understand. Those signals say put. It is actually going strong put. But please, let's always follow instruction. Once it have said we should not trade because of the formation, but I don't want to convince you guys for no reason. If it were to be my live account and I'm trading, I will pick the trade. Why? Because this is a continuation technical candles, trend continuation. But I don't want to bug you. I don't want to disturb you with all these technical jargons. That is why, for you to be safe, skip it. But for those of us that know how to interpret technical candles, we know what these candles mean. These two candles here, we know what they mean. They are hammers, hanging hammers, inverted hammers. These are inverted hammers. And these are trend continuations. We have trend reversal, we have doji, we have hammer. Look at this one now. This is a doji, this green one here. This is a doji, and this is hammer. Both of them form together, and they have a bullish movement on this candle. So all this technical stuff has interpretation. So this signal was a great one, yeah. But in order not to convince you, because I want this video to remain on you, to remain in your memory. That is what I'm trying to tell you. When you see any wicks like this or tail, you skip. You don't trade. Why? You don't trade, okay? As for me, I know what to do here, but as for you, to stay safe, okay? So this is just the simple way I've been able to explain to you how to select your time. Is when the time is on. You can see this trade was lost because it wasn't a signal. I just made it up to teach us. If the time is of this type, these two type here from 60 seconds and above, or if the time is just like this NZ, which is just from 5 minutes and above. I've been able to explain to you how to select them. And at times, the 5 minutes from above, there may not be 5 minutes time, maybe 15 minutes. As you can see, this one now is 15 minutes. The next one is going to be expiring in 13:15, which means 15 minutes. So you have to avoid, if I post a signal of such, avoid it and move to the one that is starting from 60 seconds and above to make it much more easier for you. So our first signal for today is a clear one, and I hope you will be able to understand this very well. Odeyemi Akinyemi remain my humble name. And as you can see the previous signals, let's quickly look at what we had yesterday, what we actually had yesterday. Okay, look at yesterday. Then that was on 14, right? Okay, this is another one. Okay, so do we have another one? This was yesterday. This was day before yesterday or Saturday. Oh, yes, this was OTC on Sunday. This was OTC market on Saturday. And let's see, did we have a trade on Friday? I think we did. Did we have on Thursday? Here, February 6th, Saturday, OTC market. Okay. Anyways, that is just it for now. The trade was won. So Adeyemi Akinyemi remain my humble name. Thank you guys and God bless you.